Community to Community's vision is development with dignity. No shame, no pity. We amplify dignity and progress led by the people of Petit-Goave. In a world too often defined by headlines, something incredible is happening. Communities here don't just survive, they are working hard to thrive. Community to Community is working with the people of Petit-Goave to restore vital resources. A much-needed canal is built one hand at a time. Roads are carved into a mountain with simple tools, bringing safe passage to their children and elders. This is development with dignity. And while access to continuous healthcare is saving lives, trees planted today will nourish future generations. Each person is building, planting, and teaching. We are not the heroes. You are. The person willing to support this movement and say, yes, I want to be a restorer of dignity. Join Community to Community.
I never get tired of watching that video commercial. I don't even know what to call it. It's just an inspirational burst of inspiration. Bonjour tout le monde. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Restoring Dignity with C2C live podcast, where we're changing the narrative of working in Haiti through our vision of development with dignity to achieve long-term sustainable impact in Haiti. I'm your host, the CEO and fire starter of C2C Haiti, where our vision is development with dignity. Because your giving is making impact. When you support this mission, you are not standing on the outside looking in. You are part of the story. You move from being a spectator to being a participant. You're part of the healing. You're part of helping change the narrative. So today I'm excited to tell you a bunch of things. So let's just dive in. We have over $4,000 for our raffle for the Golf Classic, and everything from beautiful gift baskets to wine from Bedvine Wine to paintings to Tide brand apparel, luxury scarves and golf clubs and gifts from the PGA Superstore. And man, listen, if you're not here with us on May 14th, just go to c2chaiti.org. All of the information is there. To join us for the networking lunch is how you get a chance to see all of these amazing raffle items and come have lunch with us. And you have a chance to win, have fun, and save lives. Nobody's giving you a better deal, I promise you. I'm glad you're here today, though. Today's conversation is about purpose beyond the green, because this year's Golf Classic is about so much more than golf. It's about creating space for people to support this mission in ways that are meaningful, accessible, impactful, and maybe non-traditional, right? We need to be open to those types of things. So today we're talking about how you can support this year's Golf Classic beyond the course to help move us closer to breaking ground and building the Health and Wellness Center in Petit-Goave. And I want to make sure we're clear. Me and Jerry, who you're about to meet, and Connie, who's behind the scenes, we are not building a darn thing because none of us are engineers or construction people. But all of the people on the mountain in Petit-Goave, they have all of that. Homegrown engineers, architects, construction folks, and everyday folks who are willing to lend their labor because this is their health and wellness center. This is bigger than an event. It's about bringing in-country medical care, health education, mental health support, CPR, and first aid training, and the most important thing, a maternity ward to a community that deserves long-term care and dignity. And so today, I am so glad to welcome Jerry Ward, the CEO of Bird and Bee and C2C team member, oh, here today. So let me tell you something. Jerry's live from a airport, right? We call that dedication. She literally got off a plane, found a place, and she's sitting there because that's what you do when you got to get things done. And she's a Renaissance woman, and we'll talk about that a little bit more of like how you be running all over the place and have time for all these things. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Hi, Jerry.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I cannot complain.
I'm glad to hear
I'm
that.
glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here too. I want to thank God for that right quick. I
Yes.
want to talk about how you're bringing your creative talents to the classic. First, tell us, how did you come to even be in C2C, being here with us today?
Well, I have, we've known each other for quite some time.
We have.
And on one of your other platforms, we were doing vision boards. And it happened to slip out that I forgot what you call me, but I
Hobby
love
Lobby.
craft. Hobby Lobby, Miss Hobby Lobby.
I did.
And I just love to create amazing gifts, something that's from my heart, like one of a kind. And when we started doing that, it came out, and I shot you all these pictures of baskets and different gifts that I had created. Um, and you were like, well, I know what you're going to be doing. You're going to be making some baskets for raffles. That's what you're going to be doing. And that was amazing, and I was more than happy to do that was a challenge. And even more than that was just watching you in action. Like I'm a newbie here, and just watching you become that difference that you want to see. It's just an amazing trip for me, personally, business wise, and just understanding how you can change the world a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
So I am excited to be here. The baskets do play a part. I have baskets that we're going to raffle off, and it's going to be an amazing, amazing addition to all of the amazing things. There's so many things going on at this classic. I'm not sure.
I know,
I
right?
think I'm gonna have
There's
to. I'm
something
gonna
for
have to clone
everybody.
myself. I want to be everywhere. I want to be
You
on the
know,
green. I want to be in the clinic. I want to be at the lunch. I want to be everywhere.
you know
Everywhere.
what? That makes me happy. If as a person who's new to C2C as a team member, who's new as a member of the steering committee for the classic, and let me also say that you hit the ground running and kept going. So you're like the person when somebody goes, 5 people you pick if you get like caught on a desert island, like you got 5 people and that's it. You would be in my Fab 5. Okay. Because not only would you build whatever hut we would be sleeping in, it would just be really pretty, I feel like. Right? I feel like people would be like, oh, okay. I mean, we are crashed on a desert island, but I
Yes,
don't know.
but I want that
It's
hut.
different. I feel like that's what would happen. And this is why we're telling folks that whether or not you play golf or not, there's a place for you in this movement. There's a place for you in C2C. Bring your gifts, talents, and abilities. Bring your time, talent, and treasure. All of those things
Absolutely.
will be utilized. And I will also say it is a two-way street. So speaking of these beautiful things, I want to share your logo because I love it and it's beautiful. And I want to share also some pictures of the actual baskets that you made so we can talk about those things, right?
Okay. Yes.
So tell us about this beautiful logo because I love it a lot and what made you create it.
Well, Bird and Bee was actually supposed to be birds and bees, because when I initially started creating baskets, they were really for babies,
Oh,
for their births, and for anything along those lines. It's really was for kids.
mhm.
And it started to evolve at work. I'm part of the Black History Committee, and guess what they do? They do baskets, and I found them making them, and maybe I'm a basket snob. I don't know, but I kept cringing when I saw them. I was like, ugh. And they said, well, you know what? Why don't you do it? So then I went kind of outside my lane, and I was playing to the different themes of Black history and what we were trying to portray. So it began to stretch me, and I'm like, hey, I can go outside of just the baby things. But
Right.
bird and bee, of course, is the birds and the bees, and that's how we make the babies. And that's initially where it came from. Sorry, my wobbly table.
That is okay. That is
Yes.
okay.
So that's where it all began.
So let's look at, I think it's hilarious that you have organically started a business, and she has a full-time job. So we're going to talk about all of these things. So this is why you're a Renaissance woman. So now we had a conversation, and then that's it. I didn't say to you, I want this, I need it to look like that. I didn't do anything because I knew that I was in the presence of an artist. And as a creative myself, I know that we all share the, don't tell me what to do, kind of vibe when it comes to artistry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the intern. I know what I'm doing. So if you tell me what you like, I will run with that. And I definitely got the vibe that you're like, ooh, tell me what you're looking for.
Yes.
I'm gonna make it happen. And then
Yes.
you connected with Conway and Orville and Emil, our golfer advisory committee, and they definitely gave you some feedback. And
Absolutely.
so let's look at these three examples. What is this and how did this come about?
Well, this is for the whiskey connoisseur slash golf enthusiast, and those that want to challenge themselves maybe with a few recipes. So it's kind of a combination where you see your golfing green, but you can also unwind with a sip of whiskey. So that was the theme, and also the whiskey itself
Mhm.
is made. It's by a woman. Um, I can't remember the name. Tracy Edwards, I think.
Okay.
Um, and this is her business. That's her company, Edmonds
Oh, okay. Is that
Honor.
her there?
That is her there on the
Okay. So
card.
it's Black woman-owned whiskey distillery company?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So I
We love
wanted to
it.
throw that in there as support for her
Okay.
business as well.
All right. All right. We have another one. Break this
Now,
off.
now this basket is a fun basket. It's also a basket with essentials, but it has like a book that gives you all the golf excuses why you couldn't make the hole. We have camouflage balls. That should be fun. Um,
Oh my gosh. You
and
know,
then it has
I asked the guys, I
uh-huh.
said to Conway, I see this golfer's excuse book in Jerry's bag. What is that? He goes, oh no, we like that. It's true. We do. She did the right thing. And I was like, okay, clearly she did her recon. But continue.
Oh yeah, and it also has a putting return, so you can kind of practice on your own,
Okay.
and you can putt in. It returns to you. It has tees, balls,
Okay.
your cloths, everything that you would need to bring with you, and it's also the bag is a cooler, so you can bring your drinks
Oh.
along. A little water,
So
a little cold water.
it's stylish and also useful at the same time.
Absolutely.
All right. Very nice. And then, so this is the one that Lisa was
Oh.
like, I'm just going to go ahead and get this. And then I said, no, I'm going to get the raffle. So this is why y'all need to come to the lunch, because all of these will be available, C2Chaiti.org.
Oh yeah,
Go
this is
there, and then you
definitely.
can register, join us for lunch,
Please.
or join us for the golf clinic. Wherever you will be that day at lunchtime, this is what you have access for. Okay, let's talk about this one. Oh, Jerry, are you there? Jerry, what happened? All right, Jerry may have been pulled to the side where she is. So I'm going to talk about this basket because this is the one that I want, this golf bag. Okay, I think she's trying to come back in. Jerry, are you back?
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear us? Hello. Hello. Can you hear us, Jerry? Okay, she is having technical difficulties. I know she'll try and come back. But I will talk about this bag until she can. This
Hello.
bag itself. Mary, are you able to hear us? No. Okay. Mary, are you able to hear us? There's no audio. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm going to try and mute Jerry, but at least she can hear us, hopefully, even if we can't hear her. So this is the bag that me and one other team member are fighting over because we want it. So as a result, I'll be buying multiple raffle tickets that day. And again, you join us, you can also go for these one of these amazing baskets that Jerry from Bird and Bee
Hello.
has made for us. Jerry, are you back? Funny that I can hear all the background noise and not hear her. It must be her earphone. She's gonna keep trying. Jerry, are you able to hear us? Okay, I think she's still having audio problems. Okay, we will continue. When she can hear me, I'm sure she'll jump in. Okay, so as I was saying, C2Chaiti.org, go there, register, and you can register to play golf. You can come by yourself and we'll put you in a foursome, or you can register your foursome. You can also come and learn how to play golf. I'm happy to report that we now have, I believe, 3 people already registered for the golf clinic. And most of you are on the fence or waiting for the last minute. Please don't do that. Please go register today because it just makes life so much easier for you and for us. That is number 2. So, sponsoring as well. And like Jerry, you may have products or services that you want people to know about. And we'll have at least 100 folks there so they could be made aware of your products and your services. So go to C2Chaiti.org and register and let us know at events@C2Chaiti.org if you would like to donate a certificate for your services or your products. C2Chaiti.org or events@C2Chaiti.org if you want to email us directly, and we will get in contact with you. So I wanted to say actually that Jerry is really a Renaissance woman because she has a full-time job. She does this, the Burt and Bees, as her business, and she's also a member of the Golf Classic steering committee, right? So you might, excuse me, ask yourself, how does one do this? I had a slight cold, y'all, so I may need to take a sip every now and again. How does one do this? You do it because it's your passion. I heard a mentor once say, you make time for the things that are important to you. And that's true. You will make time. And it won't even feel like you are making it because it is the thing that is important to you, right? So that's what Jerry did. So I'm going to try and bring her back on stage to see if our audio is fixed. Jerry, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
And you can hear me. Yay. Okay. So I was just putting your business out in the street and saying that you not only have a full-time job and you're the CEO of Burt and Bees and you are a member of the steering committee of the Golf Classic. And somebody might say, you know, when did she find time to do all this? And I said, one of my mentors had said to me, you find time for what you want. You find time for what you're passionate about. You find time for what you believe.
Absolutely.
And obviously you agree. So
Yes.
as a businesswoman, how is it that you do balance this? Is that true for you, that you make the time for the things that you're passionate about? And what does it do for you to make these baskets for this event?
I was elated to do it because sometimes my day-to-day job doesn't allow for my creativity, That's the way it stands right now. You know, we talk a lot about how your jobs align with your purpose. Um, Perhaps they don't quite align right now, but I do find that time because it's exhilarating for me to put my hands on it, try to figure it out, try to do something a little different and um, from the heart. And, and that's
Ooh,
what Bird and Bee allows. It allows me to, you know, get in there and just do and be fully who I am. So that's exciting to me.
I love that answer.
I don't want to skip past the video that you showed initially. That video is incredible because it
Thank you. Oh my
it
goodness.
shows
I pray against this technological challenge right now. Please bring Jerry on, clear
the
Lord.
whole story. It shows the people.
All right. I am going to say that Jerry is going to come back because I
Who
really hear what
are being
she was trying to
helped.
say
It
right
shows
now.
them thriving. While the golf classic is amazing to end up together. Are we still together? Hello.
We are. You were coming in and out though. Can you say something?
Oh, it's my hello.
Yes. Can you
Hello.
repeat
Can you
what you
hear
were
me?
saying about the video?
The video. So I was just saying it really just gives you the whole story about what this is all about. You've done so much so far, but just the thought of the medical center like almost brings me to tears when you know the stories that I've heard about having to come that far to bear children, to walk down from a mountain to and that your health is in jeopardy just doing that, and that this is going to change. That's so major. It's so major. And you know, I think what we do sometimes as people is that we make ourselves small. Those little things that you can do mean so much. They mean so much. So, yes, buying the raffle, coming to the lunch, all those things are things that are making a true difference in someone's life, a true difference. You can see it. And I love the way that you are transparent. You let everybody to see what exactly is going on. Here's what I'm doing. This is the water source that I'm coming. These are the people who are being employed. You know, the Haitian people are helping themselves. You know, it's just amazing. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful to see. I can't wait to see what's next. I hope that I'm able to go actually to actually meet all the wonderful people. I really am. But this is amazing, and that you yourself saw a need. You know, I know that many times, even in my capacity at work, um, you don't know. You're afraid to push forward on something, but being that change really that you want to see sometimes means going forward, even though you're afraid, and working through those things. And you didn't know, you know, as you're learning, just like I'm learning from you now, step by step, kind of what it takes to do something like this. When you're called, and you take those steps, even with, you know, God did not give us a spirit of fear. It's true, but sometimes with trembling we go forward, we take those steps, and then we're guided from there. And look what happened. Look at what's going on. I know everybody better be there on the 14th because it's amazing. It's amazing. I don't care what capacity it is. I'm even going to drag my girls out. They're going to volunteer. They don't know. but they're going to volunteer. This is just, it's just amazing, and I thank you because you moved me out of my comfort zone and said, "Girl, get out there. You have all this that you're hiding because we've known each other for a long time." And you're like, "I didn't know that." So I thank you for moving me out of my comfort zone. And this has just been a whirlwind for me because I just never know what I'm doing. I feel like my head is in the sand, and when I stick it up, I'm doing something else. Go there, do that, do this, call this person, and I'm like, okay, okay. I didn't know at first what it meant. I didn't know that you really, everybody come on in because this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And it's getting done. Wow. It's amazing.
You just made my whole day. You really did.
Listen.
One of the sayings that I love to say is, well, on Haiti, we have "Me'en pile chai palou." This is a proverb that means with many hands, the load is lighter. And that is how everything gets done, number one. And number two,
Absolutely.
is if everybody does something, everything will get done, right?
Yes.
It's not that
I have it down here on my notes.
It is not that one person does everything. It's that everybody does something and everything gets done. So
Absolutely.
that filled me, and I am the fire starter. This is what I was
Absolutely.
called to do, and I'm owning it. I'm owning it. I'm saying it out loud every place I get, because I do not ever want God to feel like he made a bad investment.
Not at all.
I don't ever
Not at
want
all.
them to feel that way. And I know I'm going to see my dad and my mom one day, and I want them to know that I made sure that that I changed the narrative about our country. I was a part of that, right? I want
That's
them
right.
to know that. My question to you, I know we had all this going on, but this is what I want to know. How do you feel knowing that what you are doing, these baskets that you've made for the raffle, the work that you've done so far because of hitting the ground running, how do you feel that you are going to be directly responsible for 1,200 families getting access to healthcare, a baby being born, for a mother not having to walk 2 hours down a mountain and in labor, who may lose her life and her baby's life? How do you feel about the fact that you are literally going to change that?
I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed because we should all be out here doing that in some way. Just the little things that we say they're little things, but they're really not. And in the Bible, it says, love others as you love yourself. And that's true. Like, if we all lived by that, what a different place we would be in. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. And I'm overjoyed. And just seeing them clearing the ground for it. Wow. It's going to be there. It'll be a place we can touch, a place that will just transform the community. It's amazing. The lives that will be saved. It's real.
It's real. That's exactly right.
It's real.
And from your mouth to God's ears, that we will all be able to go. And I pray and believe God for the fact that you will travel with us, and we will go down there, and you will put your hand on the building that you helped build yourself. And that's what I want people to know, that you can send your help. You can send it, that we are a trustworthy organization, that what we say we're going to do, we do it.
Absolutely.
That is our literal claim to fame. We talk about the situation, we raise money for it, you give money towards it, then the next thing you see is video.
That's
the next
right.
thing you see is photos, so that you know that your money went to exactly to where
Absolutely.
we asked you for it to go, that it actually did that. And
That's right.
that as many of you as give, as support, as donate, as come to play, network, come to the luncheon, that all of you get to come with us to this mountain to see what you did. That's what
Absolutely.
there is.
And all
Woo!
this, all of us coming together, you just never know, what is going to transpire, who you're going to meet, what the
Yeah,
next thing is going to be. Like, so many people are just such wonderful people from all different walks of life, doing all different types of things. There is always a space for you to get in. As you pray and say, Lord, show me, oh, he will show you. And that's the place to be. That's the place. That is absolutely the place to be. I'm excited. I'm excited, and we're almost there.
we
I
are
love
almost
you.
there. Thank you
Yes.
for saying that.
Woo.
So, golfers, early bird ends on Thursday, I believe. Thursday, April 30th. So go and get your team and get your thing together.
Yes.
And if I can wet your whistle a little bit, I'm going to add this to the stage real quick. I think this will put us to the side. Let's see what happens. Yes, I'm even going to play the music. Everything that's going to happen. Clearview Golf Course, C2C Haiti.org. Thank you, producer. Yes, that's where you all can be, right?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So, Jerry,
And then also, even this is an amazing event, but it never stops there. There's always an opportunity to give, to donate, if you can't make it, but I
thank
would
you.
want to make it. But if you can't, anything that you give from the heart will make a difference. So don't
Amen.
think you get you just because you're not there that you can't also partake. So I'm just excited.
Jerry, I'm going to take another sip of this water. I want to acknowledge that a weapon was formed, but it did not prosper.
That's
I want to
right.
acknowledge that we made it through this despite technical difficulties and everything else, and everybody saw your heart. So I'm going to ask you to come back so we can talk some more.
Yes, absolutely.
And then I also will not have a cold. But today is the day that the Lord has made, and we did rejoice and we were glad in it. So, Jerry, thank you for being here. I appreciate you a lot. I'll see you at the meeting on Saturday,
You
obviously,
will.
as we
Yes.
continue down. Be
Yes.
safe where you are. Traveling
Thank you.
mercies to you, and I'll see you when you come back.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you.
Love you too, babe. Thank you. Whew. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I will press on. I will show up with cooties if I have to. I will cough through this. I will blow my nose through this. I will do whatever it takes to make sure that these folks get the funds that they need to build this health and wellness center. Period. Full stop. So if you want to be a part of something much greater than yourself, go to C2C Haiti.org and register. Get in where you fit in, and we will see you on Thursday, May 14th. Excuse me, Thursday, May 14th at Clearview Golf Course. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful day. May God bless you.